how long should courtship take place prior to engagement? At what point should the woman eject themselves from the relationship? Now, I understand there's some women that like to ask men to marry them. And I'm not going to talk about you or any type of way. That's
ain't none of them in the room.
Yeah. But we talking about, what's been more traditional. The man asks the woman. So how long am I supposed to play around with you before you ask me? How long should this go on?
I'll say 2 years.
2?
Yeah.
What you think?
That's tough, man. I don't like putting a calendar on stuff, man.
But don't you think you know when you want to marry a person? Don't you know?
Yeah, I think you know if you want to marry a person within like 6 months. I think you know if you want to marry a person because I think within 6 months things are going to happen, good and bad, to where you kind of know what this person's makeup is all about. Now, of course, you want to know a little more and more detail, but there's people who've been married for years and they spouse do something that was so uncharacteristic, and you be like, damn, do I even know your ass?
You're right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So. But I think 6 months to a year, you'll know if that's the person that you know what, I could see myself spending my life with this person.
Right.
But as far as a girl waiting to get it, for the guy to propose, it's one of them things, man. Y'all gotta understand again how we raised is how we kind of do things. So a lot of guys feel like, what's the saying? Why buy the cow if you already getting the milk?
Yeah, absolutely.
Type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
So. It's really more so if you are already treating this guy like he your husband and you doing all this, then why would he go through spending all this money on the ring and the wedding and all that type of shit?
Right. So should she hold out on sex, or are you talking about like you coming over here, you giving him some, you cooking and cleaning his house?
It's more so like like hey man, you know what I'm saying? Like, where we at? You know what I mean? Like,
right, yeah.
Bro, what we doing?
Right.
Like you gotta have that conversation. Like what we doing?
But when you say doing wifely things, is that just giving up the booty, or is that giving up the booty, cooking, cleaning, and doing all that?
His piece of chicken should not be that big.
Doing all that.
Right.
Doing all that.
Yeah. Yeah, you get the paper plate, bro.
So should she hold? Should she hold out? Should she hold the vag?
No, what I'm saying is she need to have that conversation.
They get it.
You can't say you can't say.
And if that conversation,
you getting beside yourself.
If that conversation ain't moving him, ain't making him, like what, yes, blah blah blah, and then you waiting like another month or two, yeah, you need to stop. You need to stop doing anything. Like, nah, we're gonna have to stop this.
The moral of the story is please communicate what your intentions are. On both sides. If that's not what you want to do, it's a couple females that I know in my past that I appreciate them telling me in the beginning the direction of the relationship or the potential of the direction of the relationship. That saved me a lot of money. You know what I mean? That saved me a lot of money. So yeah, you may get a rose, right, on Valentine's Day. Opposed to if we was kind of like in a real relationship, now you may get a like ring or something. You know what I mean? So establish that in the beginning. Hey, this is the direction. I don't want to play around with it, but we're gonna see how things go. But we're gonna be exclusive with each other. If that's something that you want to do,
within 24 months.
Yeah, and I want to get right, and I want to get married within 24 months or whatever. And then we can all right, cool.
So when should this conversation be had?
I would say it's nothing wrong with me having that immediately.
Yeah, I would say in the first few dates, like, what your intentions are. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Because people don't want to have them conversations. They just go along with the flow and just, then they start having sex. And then, they don't have that. You got to put that out there, man.
Yeah.
That's absolutely right, because I don't think Byron and I even had that conversation of what I think we kind of...
We did.
We did?
We did.
Oh, well,
we had that conversation. We had that conversation. Remember, that was the conversation about expectations. It was like, when I told you, hey, lower your expectations. Let's just see how things go and go with it. You know what I mean? But don't have any type of expectations over me, because I guarantee you I will disappoint you. You know what I mean? Because there's no way that I can rise to your level of expectations. I don't know you. I'm trying to get to know you. So
I mean, that's kind of vague, and that's kind of contradictory to what we was just saying.
No, in the sense that we're still going to pursue a relationship. It's just the expectations of what I said. This is the word I said. Unrealistic expectations.
Okay.
Unrealistic expectations. Now, expectations for a relationship to grow from just dating to marriage is realistic. But, you giving me a timetable and saying that, okay, well, I need to this and I need to be this type of guy under this, within this type of time frame and stuff like that. No, expect what you have, what you see. Expect that. Just expect that. And then we'll move from that point on.
Okay, so I'm wrapping this question up. My viewpoint on it is, after a year, we gonna visit this couple. I mean, what's going on? Where are we going from this? And it especially depends on the age, because I mean, if you're in your mid-30s, I'm not about to give nobody 3 and 4 years. That's crazy. What we doing? After year 1, what are we doing?
Oh well, yeah. The older
Once
you get,
once you
man.
in your 30s, it's like you get 12 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't even get the 2 years. You don't get none of that. You get 6 months. You get 60 days.
You get the eject button after that.